and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Dietitian in the Kitchen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment and subscribe and click on that notification button to get a notification every time that I post. We're on the road to 3K. I'm making this beef stew. To be honest, I'm just giving it's just giving me a good excuse to make it because I saw it in the fridge at my brother's place, and like if it wasn't going to be made today, it just was not going to be cute, and meat is expensive. We can't be playing with money and with food. This won't, I mean, I guess for some people this might be a healthy alternative, but I'm just going to show you how I usually make it. And yeah, to some it may be a healthy alternative. If you're someone who has any family with like chronic conditions, then you should maybe try and not add salt, just try and use herbs and different, like, you know, curry powder and different flavors to make it nice. I guess you could call this like a family-friendly beef stew. So I hope you enjoy it, and remember that all of my videos are for education and entertainment purposes. So yeah. Okay, this is what you're gonna need for this beef stew. Yeah, I just found this in the fridge, to be honest. I'm really just taking over my brother's kitchen. And then just some leftover veggies. They might be going old. And some bay leaf, some origanum. Hey, I don't know how you say it. I always use a tomato paste or tomato sauce. Maybe some stock. And definitely some garlic as well. So yeah, I'm gonna start prepping everything and we'll see how it goes. Chop 1 onion. Now chop your peppers. I'm just trying to use it so it doesn't go off because it's been in the fridge apparently for a day or two already, and it was in the deep freezer for even longer. But it is quite a high fat meat. I think that, you know, it's okay for some days to enjoy higher fat meats. I do like to sometimes chuck out some fat or cut off some of the fat, just because it sometimes becomes too much, because, like, you know, when you've made a stew and there's that thick layer of just like, it sort of looks like oil on top, and then it, like, when you put it in the fridge, it kind of gets like hard. Like, I don't like that. I don't like a stew that's like very oily. I prefer it to, yeah, the oil will give it flavor, but like for it not to be more than half of the stew, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'll cook it and then I'll chuck out a little bit of the oil. That's an alternative, just to make it a bit lower in fat. But you don't necessarily need to do that. I mean, if you're gonna be having a stew once in a while, just enjoy the stew. Just enjoy the stew as a stew, because that's what it is, and it should be nice, it should be delicious, and the fat makes it delicious for most people. So I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to fry the onion and the peppers, and then add a whole bunch of seasoning, and then also add this beef and just let it like simmer. It's going to be good, and I'm looking forward to how it turns out. So yeah, I hope you are going to enjoy what this becomes. Now you also want to chop your meat. I tried to take off as much fat as I could. Yeah, it's always better to try and eat less fat, but obviously if you're not having this kind of stew often and you really enjoy the fat, there's no shame in just keeping it on. Now add some oil just to grease the pan a little bit. Then you want to add in your chopped onion, peppers, and half a tablespoon of garlic. Add about 1 tablespoon of curry powder. Also add 1 tablespoon of origanum. Listen, I don't know how you say it, but I added that in. Now add in your beef. Now add in your stock. Remember that all your stock cubes, all your stock have salt. So if you have any family members who struggle with high blood pressure, try not to add in stock, but focus on just the herbs and the spices. Now add in 2 bay leaves. Chop up about 1 sprig of rosemary and add that in, and then add the other 2 in without chopping them up. Just straight up rosemary sprigs. Grate 1 tomato and add that in. But to make things easier, or to make life easier, just soak it in hot water so that you can peel off the skin easier. Now keep mixing this up occasionally, and you want to keep it on a medium heat at this point. So because of the cut of this meat, this was ready within about 45 minutes to an hour with all the prep. So this is very easy and quick if you want to have a beef stew that's ready like in no time, essentially. Anyway guys, there you have it, your beef stew. I hope you really enjoy this recipe, and let me know if you want more festive inspired recipes. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.